morning, everybody, and thank you for joining me today. So today we will be started in a seated position. I like to sit on a block. If you don't have a block, then maybe you'd like to sit on a pillow or a cushion. Having the hips a little higher than the knees will make the seated position a lot more comfortable. So if you'd like to grab something to sit on, then please do. So today we'll be starting with the breathing technique called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So I'll just run through the instructions on how we do it. There's a couple of different ways you can hold your hands, but my favorite is the finger and the pointer and the middle finger, just resting in between the eyebrows, which leaves your thumb and your ring finger free to block off the nostrils as needed. So to start with, we block off the right nostril, we breathe in through the left, we block off the left and breathe out through the right. Then we breathe in through the right, block off the right and breathe out through the left. In and out through the left is 1 round. I will talk you through 3 rounds and then I'll ask you to do 3 more in your own timing. So the hand that's not doing anything, that just rests on the thigh, I like to use as a counter so I can keep track of how many I've done. So alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana, is really great to balance the body, to balance the energies in the body, the right and left side of the body, right and left side of the brain, the yin yang, the masculine, feminine. It's also grounding. So if you feel like your energy is dissipated, it's all over the place, it helps bring the energy back in and grounded. It's also a really great technique if you suffer from anxiety. It brings you back into the present moment. So it's just an all-round great technique. So to start, let's start with a good seat. So grounding through the sits bones, spine tall, chest broad, shoulders down, and then taking away any over effort. So we want the spine to be tall, but also relaxed. So let's just place the pointer and middle finger in between the eyebrows, breathing in through both nostrils as preparation, and out. Let's breathe in through the left. Block off the left, breathe out through the right. Breathing in through the right. Block off the right, breathe out through the left. That's 1 round. In through the left. Swap out through the right. Breathing in through the right. Swap out through the left. So that's 2 rounds. Breathing in through the left. Swap out through the right. Breathing in through the right. Swap out through the left. 3 more rounds in your own timing. And when you're finished, just lowering your hand, and we'll just stay here for a couple of moments, keeping the eyes closed, just noticing the effects on your body, on your mind of this breathing technique of Nadi Shodhana. And while we're sitting here, before we start moving, just want you to be mindful during class today, especially if you have any existing injuries or if you have any tightness or any sore spots in your body, to just be mindful as we go through class today. And know that yoga should never be painful. Challenging, yes, but painful, no. So if you experience any pain whatsoever, come out of what you're doing carefully and rejoin the class when you're ready. So now, keeping the eyes closed, let's rub your hands together, generating a bit of heat in the palms. Let's cup the eyes, blink the eyes open, and then slowly lowering your hands. Beautiful, welcome everybody. So you're welcome to stay seated on your support, whatever support you have. I like to come off mine now, but you find out what's good for your body. And we're going to cross our legs, but in a way that might feel a little bit different to what you're normally used to. So we're aiming for ankles under knees and to flex the feet. Lifting up out of the lower back, let's inhale the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, palms towards the ceiling, and then rolling the shoulder blades down the back. So we have the opposing actions of reaching down and lifting up all at the same time. Big deep breath. And then let's take a side stretch. So again, really grounding out through the opposite sits bones. So we're getting into our side body here. Getting in between the ribs. Inhale up. Let's do a gentle twist. Breathing deep into the belly. And then let's release. And let's walk the hands forward. So again, maintaining the grounding through the sits bones, spine long. Just walking the hands forward, just as far as comfortable for you. One more breath. Beautiful. Then let's walk the hands back. Let's just take hands to knees now. And we're going to arch the back, chest broad, looking up on the inhale, and exhale, curving it around. Beautiful. So inhale, chest broad, looking up, and exhaling. Inhale, and exhale. And now let's make circles with our belly button. So we're just warming up the spine here. And then let's go the opposite direction. And come back to cross-legged. And now we're going to change the cross. So this might feel a little bit weird also. So the unhabitual way we cross our legs. Ankles under knees, flexing the feet, grounding through the sits bones. Inhale, arms up. Interlace the hands, but now we're going to change the interlace. So the other fingers on top, palms towards the ceiling, and then rolling the shoulders down. Beautiful. So grounding down through the sits bones, lifting up through the palms of the hands, reaching down and lifting up all at the same time. Big deep breath into the belly. And then let's go for a side stretch. Inhale up and over. So again, pressing down to get into the side of the body here. Breathing deep into the belly. Beautiful. Inhale up, gentle twist. And then let's release, walk the hands forward. Pressing down, lifting up, keeping the chest broad. Then walking the hands back, hands to knees. Couple of rounds of opening the chest, arching the back, curving the back. So inhale, chest broad, looking up. Exhale, curving and rounding. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. And now let's make circles with this belly button. So we've moved the spine in a forward bend, backward bend. Let's go the opposite direction. And now circles. Beautiful. Coming back to seated. Wonderful. All right, now let's come to to your knees. Sitting on your heels, knees a little bit wider. Let's reach the arms forward. And you can either take your forehead to the mat or making two fists, forehead on the fists. And so just a reminder that this is child's pose, this is your resting pose. So if for any reason you need to rest during class, come down and rest in child's pose. But for now, let's reach your arms forward as far as they can go. We want to press the palms into the mat, spread your fingers. Coming up onto your knees, we're going to touch toes and push back into our first downward facing dog. So you're welcome to walk the dog, pedal the feet if you like, twist the hips, whatever feels good before settling back down. And then let's lower the knees. Inhale, look forward, uncurl the toes. Exhale, child's pose. I'm going to repeat this a few times. So inhale is always in cat, tuck toes. Exhale is always down dog or child's pose. Inhale and exhale. So slow, steady, even breaths. And then have the movement match the quality of the breath. So slow, steady, even movements. So this is how I normally start my personal practice of a morning. It's just a great way to start connecting, breathing and moving. And you can go at your own pace, just following your natural rhythm of the breath. So I invite you now, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes. Tune into what's happening in your body. And having your breath guide your movements. Beautiful. One more. The next time you land in down dog, let's pause there. We really want to be grounding down through the palms, through the knuckles, lifting up through the arms. We want the shoulder blades to be rolling down the back and widening. And the feet, we want them hip width distance apart. Now it doesn't matter if the heels are off the ground, knees are bent. What we're aiming for is the hips to be high so the spine lengthens. Beautiful. So now let's take both knees to the mat. Let's bring the right foot forward, grounding through this front foot and lifting up. We want to square off the hips, lifting up, lower belly, lower back. And then let's sweep these arms forward. Shoulders are down. We want to maintain this grounding through the front foot. So we're really opening the front of the thigh, front of the hip. which is really a great counter pose for modern life where we do lots of sitting. Let's take hands behind, interlace the fingers and open the chest. Big deep breath. And then let's release the hands. Let's just swap sides straight away. So now bringing the left foot forward, in between the hands, rounding through this front foot, lifting up, squaring off the hips. And then when you're ready, sweeping the arms up, shoulders are down. We want this outer underarm to hug in, which leaves the neck free. And then let's take hands behind, but changing the interlace with the other fingers on top. Opening the chest. Big deep breath into the belly. Beautiful. And then let's place the hands back onto the mat. Tucking toes. And again, pushing back into downward facing dog. And then let's drop the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tuck toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more. Slow, steady breaths. Slow, steady movements. Beautiful. Pausing in down dog for 2 big deep breaths. Really pressing down through the hands. Lifting up through the arms out. Underarms are hugging in. Shoulder blades descending and widening down the back. And then hips as high as they can go. Beautiful. Then we can come forward into plank. So lifting up through the arms, in between the shoulder blades. Strong legs, strong core. Lowering the knees, and let's lower all the way down. Keeping the elbows close to the ribs. Shoulder blades rolling back. Elbows tucked. Still breathing. Are you still breathing with me? Beautiful. Then tuck toes, engage the core to help lift up. Downward facing dog. 2 big deep breaths here. And then let's lower the knees. And if you need to adjust, just bring the hands back under the shoulders. We don't extend the right leg behind, but we want the hips square, engaging the core. Now you can add the opposite arm if you like. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring the elbow and knee in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bringing it in. Inhale, reach, and now we're going to hold, hold, hold. Beautiful. Let's go the other side. Extending the left leg, squaring off the hips, engaging this core. Adding the arm if you like. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring elbow and knee in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach, and then we're just going to hold, hold, hold. Beautiful. Let's push back into child's pose. Inhale, cat. Tuck toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then let's come forward into plank. So again, knees can be on or off the ground. We'll be lowering down. Keeping the elbows close to the ribs. And then let's reach the arms forward. So we're going to reach right arm, left leg to the front and back wall before lifting up and down. Left arm, right leg. Reach, lift, and down. Right arm, left leg. Reach, lift, and down. Left arm, right leg. Reach, lift, and down. Both arms, both legs. Up, and down. Last time, up, and down. Beautiful. Now let's take hands under shoulders, tuck toes, engaging the core to help lift up, downward facing dog. Let's lower the knees, inhale, look forward, exhale, child's pose. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 big deep breaths here. So feet hip width distance apart, heels a little bit wider, inner thighs reaching towards the back wall. Hips high, so the spine can lengthen. Beautiful. So now we're going to bring the right foot forward. So if you can just step it forward, do so. If you need to lower the knees, perhaps a little helping hand in. You've got the option of low lunge, high lunge. You can keep the knee down, or you can lift it. Rounding through the feet, sweeping the arms up. Inhale here. And then exhale, let's come forward, halfway pause. So it's a long diagonal line from the heel all the way up through, up the crown of the head. Inhale, up. Exhale, coming forward, halfway pause. Inhale, up. Exhale, coming forward, halfway pause. Inhale, up. Exhale. Let's now take the left hand to the mat and sweep the right up all the way around. Planting the hands, pushing back, downward facing dog. Let's lower the knees. Inhale, uncurl the toes. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And now we're just going to pause here while we bring the left foot forward. Whichever variation is appropriate for you. Bringing it forward in between the hands. Low lunge, high lunge option. Whichever variation, grounding and lifting. Inhale here. And then exhale, coming forward, halfway pause. So engaging the core, energy reaching out through the crown of the head. Inhale, up. Exhale, coming forward, halfway. Inhale, up. Exhale, coming forward, halfway. Inhale, up. And then let's take our right hand to the mat. Left reaches forward, big circle, all the way around. Let's plant the hands, pushing back, downward facing dog. Big deep breath here. And then let's bend the knees. And let's walk the hands back to the feet. So standing forward bend. Feet under hips, sits bones reaching towards the ceiling. Doesn't matter if the knees are bent here. We're just hanging forward, letting gravity help lengthen the spine, extending the spine, folding forward. And then let's release the arms. We're going to bend the knees deeply. We're going to roll up through the spine, letting the head and arms hang. Slowly rolling up, vertebra by vertebra, until we reach the top, shrugging the shoulders, sighing it out. Ah, beautiful. All right, come to the front of your mats. Now let's have feet under hips. Let's lift the toes. So we really want to press down. Big toe mount, little toe mount, inner and outer heel. Now we're going to do some toga. We're going to spread the toes as far apart as we can while placing them back onto the mat. Beautiful. Yoga for the toes. Let's do it one more time. Lifting the toes. Spreading them. Replacing them. Beautiful. Now let's bend the knees. Now let's play around with finding your grounding, finding your foundation, your connection to the earth. All of the standing poses come from the feet. So we want a really solid connection. Then straightening the legs, spine long, chest broad, shoulders down. So this is mountain pose, this is Tadasana. So because we spent time establishing our foundation, hopefully we should be feeling strong, solid, stable, and secure like a mountain. Beautiful. Let's inhale the arms up. And then shoulders are down. Then we're going to bend the knees, fold forward, hands to shins, look forward, chest broad, halfway lift. Exhale, folding, grounding through the feet, arms wide, inhale, up and down. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. It's a mini salutation, a mini salute. Exhale. Breathing and moving. Inhale. Moving and breathing. Exhale. Grounding, lifting up. Beautiful. All right, so now let's take a big step out to the side. We want toes. Right toes pointing towards the right end of the mat. Back heel angling out. Grounding through the feet. Lifting up. Side body as long as possible. We're going to come straight into triangle pose. So we're just going to reach over that front leg. And then wherever our torso lands, we're going to windmill the arms and make that our triangle. So grounding through the feet, lifting up through the legs. So lifting the kneecaps, the thighs engaged. With the lower chest coming forward, upper chest broad, arm reaching. And then either looking straight down, straight ahead, or straight up. Having the neck in line with the spine. So triangle pose, Trikonasana. One more breath. And then let's look down. We're going to bend this front knee, taking the elbow to the knee, and sweeping this arm forward, up and around. One more. And we're going to land in the side angle pose. So again, we don't want to be hanging out here, so lifting up so the chest is broad. Reaching a long diagonal line from the heel through the side of the body, out through the fingers. And you're still breathing with me. Breathing from the belly. Beautiful. Then lift up into warrior two. So making sure the knees over the toes, shoulders are rolling down, arms are reaching. Beautiful. And the gaze is just past these front fingers. Strong legs. Beautiful. And then we're just going to straighten the legs, swap sides, and come straight into warrior two. Making sure the knees in line with the toes. Shoulders are down, arms are reaching. Breathing from the belly, softening your expression. One more breath. And then let's take elbow to knee, lifting up and over, shoulder blade down into its socket. One more breath. And then let's take this arm, gonna make a big circle. One. And then straight up. So now, looking down, straighten this front knee, straight into triangle pose. Oh, that was tricky, wasn't it? And then either straight down, straight ahead, or straight up. Lifting the knees so the thighs are engaged, strong legs. One more breath. And then using the top arm to help lift you up, let's parallel the feet. Hands to hips. Elbows to the back wall automatically opens the chest. Then we're going to look up and fold forward from the hips. So folding from the hips. Now, if you can, touching the ground. If you have a block, you can use your block. If not, bending your knees is fine. If you have more room, inhale, look forward. And then bringing the hands in line with the feet, fingers facing forward. Elbows in. So again, we want the hips as high as they can go, so the spine lengthens as we fold into our forward bend, our wide-legged forward bend. One more breath. And then hands under shoulders. Let's take hands to hips, look forward, and slowly lifting up. Beautiful. All right, let's step together. So now we're going to come into a balanced pose. We're going to come into warrior three. But before we do, let's just take a moment to find your mountain pose again. Find your Tadasana. We want to be grounding through both feet because in a moment, we'll be on one foot. So we want our solid foundation. We want our connection to be solid and secure, like a mountain. I'm just going to turn to the side. So we're just going to extend the leg behind. We want to keep these hips square. Now you can either keep hands on hips, out to the side, out to the side. Maybe you'd like to take them overhead. I'm just going to keep mine here. And now we're going to, first of all, find something for your eyes to focus on. And then we're going to lift the back leg. Now it doesn't matter how far you go. This is a beautiful warrior three. But we don't want to go any further than the T shape. So wherever you find your pose in this variation, grounding through the supporting leg, core engaged, steady breath, soft, focused eyes. And slowly lifting up. Beautiful, let's go to the other side. Finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose with two legs. Extending the left leg behind. Keeping the core engaged, steady, soft focus with the eyes. Coming into your warrior three. Want to keep the hips square. Steady breath. One more. And then coming back up. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to do warrior three one more time, but we're going to have a play around with coming in and out of it in a different way. So come to the front of your mats. We're going to step behind. So we're going to start off from a high lunge. So again, hands can be hips, out to the side, up, or even overhead. And again, I'm just going to keep my arms here. So now what we're going to do is transfer the weight from the back foot to the front foot. And when you're ready, transferring, coming up into your warrior three. Slow, steady breath. Soft, focused gaze. And now bending the supporting knee. We're going to find the floor with the back foot. Back into a high lunge. Stepping forward. All right, let's do the other side. You ready? Now Oscar's come to say hello. Hello, Oscar. Okay, so let's step back with the left foot. Try not to step on any animals around. So when you're ready, stepping back. Hello. All right, so wherever you want your arms, let's place them there. Transferring from the back foot to the front foot. Coming up into your warrior three. Soft gaze, steady breath. And then let's bend the supporting knee. Find the floor with the back foot. And then let's step forward. Beautiful. And let's just pause here one more time in Tadasana, in your mountain pose. Let's close the eyes if you feel comfortable. Just want you to notice anything that's going, oh, I could see that was about to happen. Sorry, everybody. Just noticing whatever there is for you to notice. Maybe you can feel the energy running through your body, chi or prana, whatever you like to call it. Noticing your breath. Just taking a moment to check back in with yourself. And then let's blink the eyes open. Beautiful. All right, let's come to the front of your mats. Let's inhale the arms up. Bending your knees. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to shins. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Let's plant the hands. We're going to walk the feet straight back into plank. Strong legs, strong arms, strong core. Knees can be on or off the ground. Let's lower down. Shoulder blades rolling down the back. Elbows tucked. Coming up into cobra. Pushing back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Big deep breath here. And then let's lower the knees. Let's swing the legs forward. Let's come into the middle of your mat. Let's come into Navasana. So lifting up out of the lower back, spine long, chest broad. So this is the first variation. From here, you can support your legs and lift the feet off. Then you can release the arms and straighten the legs. So anywhere, here you'll find your variation. And then, once you do, we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, can you keep it soft? Steady face, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's take the feet to the mat. Hip width distance apart. Pigeon toeing the toes slightly. Hands behind, fingers facing forward. Grounding through the hands and feet. Lifting up into your reverse tabletop. And again, we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, now let's bring soles of the feet together. Lifting up out of the lower back, spine long, chest broad, folding forward from the hips. So when you're ready, inhale, spine lengthens, and exhale, maybe come forward a little more. Hands can be wherever you like. Some people like ankles, some people like toes, some people like to extend it out. There's no right or wrong, just find what's comfortable for you. And I like toes. Slow, steady breaths in and out from the belly. Beautiful, and slowly lifting up. And now let's take legs out wide. Again, lifting up out of the lower back, knees, toes pointing towards the ceiling. For some people, this is enough. And if it's enough for you, stay here and breathe. If you have some more room, you're welcome to, again, fold forward from the hips to keep the spine nice and long. Slowly walking down. And then when you get to your point, which is different for everybody, and it can differ daily also. So just taking note of your body today, what it needs today. When you get to your point, pause and breathe. Slow inhales and exhales. Beautiful. And then let's walk the hands back. Let's grab hold of the legs just above the knees, a little helping hand in. Let's extend the right leg. Let's cross the left. And then let's take left hand behind. And today we're going to hug the knee. So hug the knee in. The bottom leg, toes pointing towards the ceiling. And we're going to twist over that knee. So we're in a closed twist now, but we still want to breathe deep into the belly. It may feel a little bit cumbersome, a little bit harder to maintain the deep breath, but you will get the benefits of the deep breath when we come out of it, when all of your internal organs are flushed with newly oxygenated blood. Beautiful, and then let's release and swap sides. So bending this knee in, let's take it over, flexing the toes towards the ceiling. Let's hug this knee in and twist. Breathing deep into the belly. Beautiful, and then let's release. Let's unravel. We're going to come to lay flat on your back, so if you need to shimmy forward, do so, because let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to bend the knees. We're going to bring the heels as close to our buttocks as we can. Feet hip width distance apart. We're going to pigeon toe the toes slightly. We're going to come into bridge pose. So I want you to focus on inner rotation of the thighs so the legs don't splay out as we go up. And once we're in bridge, when our chin is near our chest, don't want you to turn your head at all. So it's safety 101 for the neck. If you need to turn your head, come down and then turn your head. So we're going to come up, down, and hold the last one. So let's inhale here. Exhale, ground down through the feet, lifting hips as high as they can go. And then slowly rolling down through the spine. Inhale, pelvis tilts forward. Exhale, lifting hips towards the ceiling until you reach the top. And then rolling down. Inhale. And exhale. And this time we're going to hold it for 3 breaths. I want you to see if you can see your own belly breathing. Beautiful. And once you've had your 3 breaths, slowly rolling down through the spine. And then pausing in a neutral spine. Before then, hugging knees to chest. And if you like making circles with your knees, you're welcome to do so. But if you do, I want you to make sure you go in both directions. All right, so now we're going to go into happy baby pose. So let's flex the feet. Let's take one knee in each hand. Let's part the knees towards the underarm, heels towards the ceiling. You can either grab your leg anywhere in the lower leg. Maybe you can grab the outer edges of your feet. But I want you to make sure that the lower back is pressing into the mat. So some babies like to rock. You can try out and see if you're a rocking baby. Others don't. Just notice what your preference is. And then slowly let's lower the legs, bringing the knees back together. Let's drop the left sole of the foot onto the mat, crossing right ankle over left knee, then bringing the left knee towards the chest. Flexing the feet, pressing the lower back into the mat. Perhaps you'd like to keep this knee back with your hand. If you can easily grab your leg without lifting up, you're welcome to do so. But if you have to lift up, just stay here. Pressing the lower back into the mat. And then I just want the spine to be long, shoulders relaxed, breathing deep into the belly. But flexing the feet engages the legs. Getting into the outer hip here. One more breath. And then let's swap sides. So whichever variation is appropriate for you today, whether it's hand, whether it's the bind. Keeping the spine straight, shoulders relaxed, and breath steady. One more breath. And then let's release. Hug knees to chest once more. Now let's take the arms out to the side, shoulder height. Dropping knees towards your right elbow, looking along your left arm. So it's a gentle, supported twist. There's no holding, so just let the knees drop. It's where our spine gets a nice ring out, twisting in both directions. And breathing deep into the belly. One more breath. And then let's swap sides. Letting the knees drop. I always like to close my eyes in this position. Maybe it's because I know what's coming. And then coming back to center. And letting the arms and legs extend. And getting ready for relaxation. Doing whatever you need to get comfortable. And sometimes that means putting some support under your knees. Sometimes it means covering yourself with a blanket. Turning out the light, maybe you'd like to pop something over your eyes. Whatever it is that you need to do to get comfortable as possible. Just letting the arms and legs roll out naturally to the side. Just letting the palms turn towards the ceiling, fingers gently curled. Just making any final adjustments you need to before coming into stillness. And noticing where your body makes contact with the mat beneath you. And then trying to give your weight to the mat through those points of contact, allowing your body to melt into the mat. Allowing the mat to hold you, allowing the mat to support you so it can lovingly cradle your body. And then taking your attention to your head, allowing the back of your head to melt into the mat, and softening and relaxing all the muscles in your face, the muscles in your forehead, around your eyes, excuse me, your temples and cheeks. And gently parting the teeth to allow the jaw to relax. Relaxing your shoulders and arms. Your upper back, middle back and lower back. Your hips and your legs. Relaxing your whole body into the support of the floor. Allowing your mind and body to relax completely. Bring your attention back into the room, back onto your mats, back into your bodies. Allowing some weight into your body so you can once again notice where your body meets the mat beneath you. When you're ready to begin moving out of relaxation, gently wriggling fingers and toes, slowly letting some movement back into the body. Stretching or moving in any way that feels good. And then bending your knees, rolling onto your right side and resting there for a moment. And when you're ready, making your way back to a seated position. Now I'm sitting on my block again. If you have a pillow or cushion, excuse me, I invite you to sit on that once more. We're just going to stay here for another couple of minutes in a little mini meditation. So we want a good seat, grounding through the sits bones, spine long, chest broad, shoulders down. Closing your eyes if you feel comfortable, otherwise just looking at the floor in front of you. And so for the next couple of minutes, all we're going to do is to watch our breath. Notice each inhale, notice each exhale. We're not trying to control it in any way this time, we're just watching the natural rhythm. Now I also like to add in a little mantra in my mind. So as I inhale, I silently say in my mind, and as I exhale, I silently say out. So it may sound something like in, out, out. And then when you find that your mind has wandered, you're thinking about something else, just letting go of the thought, and then gently, with kindness, bring your attention back to the breath. So it's noticing, letting go, bringing it back. So this practice will be here for 2 minutes. Then letting the practice go, let's keep the eyes closed, bring the hands together in front of your heart and bowing your head. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides, the place of peace and truth, of love